Hi guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you an extreme capsule wardrobe and how to create one for yourself using only 2 clothing items and 2 safety pins. And by the end of the video, I'm going to show you the possibility for creating 181 unique outfits with only these 2 items and 2 safety pins. So stay tuned and I will show you my thoughts. So first of all, let's look at the size of these items. You can see my hand there. If you fold both of these items down, they take up barely any room. What are these items? Well, what they are is an infinity scarf and a pair of wrap pants. I went to Thailand several years ago. In Thailand, you can buy them. They call them fisherman pants. Don't worry, I'm going to show you some examples in case that's not abundantly clear. Let's go look at them now. So this is a very popular travel multi-convertible item called the chrysalis cardi. And if you go back into my videos, I show you how to kind of fake a chrysalis cardi because the chrysalis cardi itself is, I think, about $200. But you can fake the same object of this item if you just buy a big enough infinity scarf. Keep in mind as well, for the purpose of this video, this is just a reference video, okay? So keep in mind the shape and size of your own body and your comfort level and how you like to be covered. Incidentally, all the outfits that I'm going to show you in this video are my personal preferences. You may have different preferences of coverage, and so take that into account. All right, so anyways, I'm just showing you this for reference. I don't get any money from Chrysalis Cardi, and so I'm endorsing them. So you guys can't get mad. If you're part of Chrysalis Cardi, I'm endorsing you, but you aren't giving me any money. So I'm sorry that I'm using your picture, but hopefully people will go to your website. Anyways, these are some of the ideas that you can make with either an infinity scarf or the actual chrysalis cardi. And then this is a company called Balia Wear. And don't worry, the video is going to start over in a second. But this is what I'm talking about when I said fisherman pants or wrap pants. All right, it's going to start over. So you're going to see 14 different possibilities in her video from Balia Wear or Balia Wear, however you say it, on outfits that you can create and clothing items you can create from a pair of these fisherman wrap pants. You can find comparable items on Amazon. Just look for wrap pants. I believe the Amazon brand is called Bangkok Pants if you want to look on Amazon. But you can certainly go to Balia Wear and see the same item. And they have all different sizes. So look for those whenever you are there. Now, incidentally, you probably noticed that one of the outfits, 1 or 2 of them, was strapless. That's not a preference of mine. I don't like strapless things. So the examples that I show you today, because my comfort level is not strapless, I will not be showing you strapless. So that means that if you like everything that I show you today, the possibilities are 181 different outfits. If you like strapless, then you can add even more combinations. So let's get into the combinations that I've created and let's begin counting. So this is one of the examples that she showed you, and it's very dark. You can't really see, but this is wrapping the wrap pants around your body so as to look, it appears as it is a dress over a pair of pants. So that's one way to do it. And then with the safety pins, and of course you would pin them on the inside. I'm just showing you where the safety pins would go. You could create something of kind of like a slip dress over pants. And then you could also tie it like that. You could tie it like that and create actually a jumpsuit. There's another jumpsuit possibility and another one and another one. Okay, so those are the jumpsuits and pant varieties of suits that I would feel comfortable wearing. So again, you notice there's no strapless one. If you wanted strapless, you would have an additional outfit. You could also turn it into at least 2 dresses. I think in the video she showed you maybe 3 dresses, but these are the ones that I'm comfortable doing. Is this dress would be a little more formal. It has kind of quite a high slit on the side if you wrap it that way. And then another possibility is a dress like this. And of course, on a lot of these looks, you could add a belt. But for my purposes of making this video, I am only showing you versions of outfits made from 2 items and 2 safety pins. So certainly you could add scarves, you could add belts, you could add other things, but this is an extreme capsule. So that's why all my examples don't have a belt. Incidentally, this would be a good option as well as a bathing suit cover up. So that's cool. All right, so far I've shown you 9 different outfits that you can get out of the wrap pants themselves. Now let's look at the infinity scarf. And of course, you can see right through this infinity scarf dress. So you'd probably want to bring a slip. But again, this video is for reference, so keep that in mind. Again, you would probably also want to bring a belt for such a dress, but you don't have to. Anyways, I've shown you how to make these 3 dresses in another video, but that's what they look like. These are some dresses you could come up with, kind of a cowl neck, and then this is more of a boat neck, and then this is the crisscross dress. So far we had 9 wrap pant outfits plus the infinity scarf dresses. So 9 plus 3 is 12. So you could get individual outfits out of each item like that. And there's probably more examples or more things. Like you could do a 1 shoulder dress with the infinity scarf. I'm just not showing you that, okay? So even with the minimum amount of outfits I'm showing you, you could still get up to 181 outfits. And so now let's look at some possibilities of wearing these 2 items as separates. So as wrap pants, as the name implies, they are technically wrap pants. You can wear them with the tie in the front, but you could also turn the tie around to the back, and they're a lot flatter in the front. So that's 2 pairs of pants. You could create more pants than this. I'm just showing you these 2. And then you could also create at least 2 skirts out of these wrap pants. This is a maxi skirt with a high slit on the side. But if you open the entire thing out to its extreme and then wrap that around your body, it creates a lot more of a conservative skirt where there's no visible slit, and it's a midi length, so it's below the knee. That makes me a lot more comfortable, especially if I go somewhere like church. I don't really want to be showing my leg off, right? So the wrap pants themselves, I've shown you 4 possible bottoms here. And of course, there are more, but I'm showing you 4. All right, now we're going to combine the wrap pant bottoms with the infinity scarf top. So every top I show, you're going to multiply by 4 because every single one of these tops can be worn with all of these bottoms, okay? Got it? So here's 1 top. I've shown you how to make this in a past video. There's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's 7, there's 8, there's 9, and 10, and 11, 12. Okay, so 12 possible tops. And of course, there are other ways to make a top out of this infinity scarf. I'm just showing you 12. So 12 times the 4 bottoms is 48. We add 48 to the original 12 outfits that I showed you at the beginning, and you get 60. All right, so now keep in mind that all of those original bodysuit, jumpsuit / dresses that I showed you at the beginning, and there were 9 of them that you could make out of the wrap pants, you could combine all of these tops that I just showed you with all of the jumpsuit dresses as well. So that means there are 12 tops times the 9 jumpsuit dresses, and that is going to be 108. 108 plus 60 is 168. But remember, I said I don't like strapless. However, I would wear a strapless option over the infinity scarf shirt. So that gives me an additional 9 outfits possibilities. So to the 168, we add 9, and that's 171. Wait, no, sorry. 160, no, sorry, wait a minute. Okay, 108 plus 60. 168 plus 9 is 177. That's what it was. 177 outfits now that we have possibilities for. And then I'm going to show you 4 more. So that's if you want to reverse the 2 items and make the pants as the top and the infinity scarf as a skirt on the bottom. So one way to do that is to take the pants and open them out as pants and put the crotch behind your neck. And then this would actually be even more, this would be an outfit that you might wear in colder weather. Whereas most of these items I've shown you, these outfits so far have been for warmer weather. This would give you some cold weather options. So what I did is I just tied some knots in the wrap pants on the top to make a top. Now I realize that this outfit is probably not something you're gonna wear. And again, this is just for reference. But imagine if you got a black infinity scarf and then you got a pair of wrap pants in a pattern, then this outfit would make a lot more sense with a black skirt and a pattern top. So just keep those things in mind, okay? So like you're gonna have to use your imagination here a little bit to make this outfit make a little more sense. Anyways, that's one top, and you can see that it would have armholes and it would cover your arms. You could also flip that wrap pant top around to the back, and that looks a lot more understated and a regular outfit. So this is actually the same top, but just flipped around to the back. So that's 1 and 2 more outfits. Here's a third option if you have more of like a formal dinner or whatever you could. And also notice I don't have a belt, but I used the tie on the wrap pants as a belt. So keep that in mind as an option as well. So that's 3. And then the 4th outfit that I'm showing you with this combination is sort of like this kimono sort of top. So that was 4 more. So the total I left you with was 177 plus these 4 is 181. And that's all the combinations that I was able to come up with. And since making all these combinations, I actually have thought of a few more, but that's enough. I think that's enough for you to get an idea that you could create quite a lot of outfits, especially if you're traveling. But let's also talk about how that's not really practical because you're going to want to wash your clothes at some point, right? So imagine this. Imagine that you have 2 infinity scarves and 2 pairs of wrap pants and how that would open up possibilities for probably not endless outfits, but 181 outfits with just these 2 is almost 6 months of outfits, of wearing completely different outfits with the same 2 items. So if you had 2 infinity scarves and 2 wrap pants, that would exponentially open up the possibilities for at least a year, probably more than that, because you could combine them all with each other. So I don't know, isn't that cool? It kind of gives me a new outlook on the wearability of these convertible items. And at some point, I really want to hold myself to this challenge and take a trip where I only pack maybe 2 to 4, maybe 6 items total, and then just rewear them in different combinations. So I hope that gave you some ideas, and I hope you have a great day and happy travels.